Welcome to the Queer God Squad. This is Wednesday, May 21st. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about our progressive faith community and how you can be a part of it. Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There's no streaming TV show like this in the entire world. In 2025, we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots Magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight, with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We will produce the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th, Pride Fest Diversity Pride in August, and Pride Fort Lauderdale next February. We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Do the pets of LGBTQ persons go to heaven when they die? Soulsouls on subreddit Christianity lost a pet and was heartbroken that they weren't together the moment it happened. Soulsouls never got to say goodbye and was further tormented by people telling them that animals don't go to heaven. And that got the Queer God Squad thinking that pets are super important in the lives of LGBTQ people, so we wanted to offer some assurance to queer pet lovers. In addition to sharing the Norse-inspired story of the Rainbow Bridge, where our pet companions are set to playfully and happily wait for us until our time, and then we can all enter paradise together, I also said this to Soulsouls. I said, God is love, and love would have no reason to exclude our pets. I once heard a theologian say heaven wouldn't be heaven if it possessed any misery. And her point was that if our pets are required for our heavenly experience, if they are required for us to be happy, then surely they'll be there with us. St. Francis preached to animals. Why bother if it had no impact? None of us really knows what's beyond the veil, but we can trust it's good. I have no reason to doubt that pets cross the Rainbow Bridge. If there's a heaven for any of us, why would it exclude any of God's creatures? If you choose to believe in heaven, you are just as free to believe your dog is waiting for you there, tail wagging, certain you'll come home as you always did. And when it's your time, your pet companion won't have experienced it as anything more troubling than you leaving for work to come home later. I'm of two minds about this because one, I don't know. I don't know what's next. And I just cannot, in my mind, ethically sell something that I don't have evidence for. I can't promise. I can tell you what I hope. I can tell you what I currently believe. I can tell you what I used to believe. I can tell you what a lot of people believe. And you can use that and work your way through however you can. But I can't tell you what's next. But if there's a next, why would it exclude the sweetest, unconditional, lovingest, faithful, loyal? If dogs don't go to heaven, how does anyone have a chance? If little kitties don't go to heaven, how does anyone have a chance? So I don't know what's next. But if there's a next, I believe it's good. It's got to be good because it's at least part of an ongoing evolution. So it's going to eventually get to good, or maybe it's just a peaceful paradise and it's good to start. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm a person of faith, which means I don't have to know.
Right.
I walk by faith, not by sight. I can just trust that life is good. And if there's more of it beyond this experience, it's good. And so that's my theology. And if it's good, why would it exclude anything? Especially our companions that bring so much joy to this life. Why would it be cut off from the next? So the simplistic answer is, of course they go to all dogs go to heaven. I saw the movie.
There was even a sequel, I think.
There was a sequel. So if whatever God is love. Yeah. And love isn't just for one group. It is, we just recently spoke with theologian Kwok Pulon, and she said these very words: God is love, and love isn't just for your group. That doesn't just mean your nation or your religion. That also means your species. God is love. And love isn't just for a limited amount of people or a limited amount of things, limited amount of creatures. So I don't know what's next, but I trust it's good. And if there's a next, and if it's good, it by necessity includes our pet companions.
Absolutely. My wife Amy and I are longtime cat moms. We have cats that come and go, and we've had them for years, and we've lost pets. We've lost them. They have become old and they have died. I don't know if they go to heaven, but I'd really like to think that if there is a heaven, they are there and they're going to greet us and they're going to be knocking stuff off the tables and they're going to be just waiting for us for treats and pets and love. And I really, really think that if there's something beyond this experience, that our pets, I mean, they're living beings. I really, really believe that they will be there to greet us in one form or another.
And has your pet ever looked you in the eye? And I mean, I grew up with horses. I mean, have your dog, your cat, your horse, has your pet ever looked you in the eye, the eyes of the window of the soul? You know something's going on.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
you were connecting on a deep level. I just don't see why that needs to end.
Yeah.
I had a plaque on my wall in my office when I had my secular job. And it said, "Dear God, please make me the person my dog thinks that I am."
All right.
The unconditional love that you get from a pet is insurmountable. And the pain that you feel when that pet leaves your life, when that pet dies, I cannot imagine a God anywhere that would not continue to give me hope that if there is an afterlife, I'm going to see my pets again. And all of them, not just my current one, but all of the ones that I've had through my life, because their lives are so short. They bring so much joy to us so quickly and are gone just as fast. I gotta believe that if there is an afterlife, if there is a rainbow bridge, then my pets are standing there waiting for me saying, "When the hell is he getting here?"
When is dinner? Come on.
That too.
Yeah.
And if it's at all based on merit, and I know there's different opinions about that.
Yeah.
But if it's based on merit, more dogs and cats will be in heaven than people.
Yeah.
Because people are just sometimes mean. I've never met a mean dog that wasn't made mean by a mean person.
Exactly.
The only thought that comes to my mind is that wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Wherever I am and God is, guess what? My pet will be there also,
yes.
and all will be well. Now, I just have to be honest about a little bit. I'm not trying to whittle on anybody's snake. I'm not trying to whittle on anybody's raccoon.
That's a long-term
I'm not
story.
trying. There's certain animals I'm not trying. I'm not feeling. But however, there are a lot of them that are there. It's like, yeah,
But
wherever.
the lion will lie down with the lamb. We'll have a different attitude about
That's
it.
your interpretation. Not mine.
Somebody owes you some money for that pet handling. Maybe you'll see them too.
I'm saying.
Yeah. I didn't touch that snake. But anyway, I just think it just has to be wherever, again, wherever God is, all is well. And I think that there's just something about our animals that remind us almost of the goodness of God's presence right here on earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they remind us of what it means to look, to touch, to want to be held, to want to paw you when they want their treats and everything else. But I just think there's something about just knowing that we have done our part to make their lives as enjoyable as they have made ours. And when it comes to the time, we're just reunited, and whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Whatever. I believe that's the part of the us coming back together. That's that great getting up morning when we all get together again, and they'll all be there with us.
Yeah.
I don't know every origin myth in the world. I don't know every creation myth in the world, but ours, and we of course we have a couple, but ours is very important to me. And one of the reasons is that the oldest of our two myths, the garden one, where God creates a paradise, the animals get it first. Who gets heaven? Who gets paradise first? The animals. So they're going to get it first, but then denied it the next go round. No, God made animals for the. Now, of course, it's a myth. Don't act like you think that I think this happened, but it does show that in the theological thinking of our ancestors, the animals were there first, and so and then it's almost as if the man was created because God thinks, you know what? I forgot the thumbs.
Oh, sweet.
And so, I mean, of course, some primates have thumbs. So, I just, the brain and the speech and the thumbs. So I need someone to work this garden. And so the gardener is why the man, and then the man, the lion has a lioness to keep going, so then needs another companion, and so a woman, blah, blah. But the first ones in the paradise garden are the animals. And so maybe that's a comfort to someone, is that God was thinking about them first in our tradition, in our myth anyway. So if we believe that about God, God's not going to forget them in the next world when God made the first one for them, according to the myth.
And God spelled backwards is?
Dog. Right?
Yeah.
So that's my, well, if you were a cat person, that would be your felineology. That's my canineology, I guess. Yeah, God spells backwards as dog, and dogs got there first, with the cats and the snakes and all the rest of them. One snake was too clever by half, but we'll get into that another time. Well, that's today with the Queer God.
Before we go, we want to invite you to join Sunshine Cathedral on a wonderful travel experience and help our mission for our community. Join us on the Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise. This unique 3-day cruise will sail from Miami on the $1 billion and ultra-deluxe 170,000-ton MSC Seascape on November 2nd, 2025. The cruise is for the Florida AIDS Walk. Your participation helps 13 vital beneficiaries in our community. The cruise is an incredible value starting at just $199 and is also a fundraiser for the Sunshine Cathedral. Parties, special events, and more aboard, including a special unlimited beverage and open bar with Wi-Fi for all 3 days for just $68. We invite you to join us on this amazing cruise for fun, this vital cruise for good.
I invite you to share this episode on your social media And I also welcome you to find Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram. You can also like our bishop pages on Facebook. My page is Bishop Darrell Watkins, D. Min, and Robert's is Bishop Robert Griffin, D. Min. We are also on TikTok.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBT community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church.
Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together.
Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.